Hello. So I'm basically just here to talk about my industrial experience and kind of just an overview of what happened, the questions I had, answering questions that maybe other people might have, and just stuff like that. So starting out, I saw this piercing probably when I was like 13 years old, probably saw it on the internet somewhere, who knows. And I saw it and I just thought it was super freaking cool and I wanted it super bad. And probably about 3 months ago, I got this and this piercing done at the same time, and it wasn't that bad at all. So I was like, okay, well, if I can do those two, then that just kind of gave me the motivation to go ahead and do this one, because I mean, it's two piercings at once, so it's kind of intimidating and it's kind of stressful to think about before you have it. So after building up the motivation, I got my best friend with me, and I went to my local piercer, who I love, and I basically just went in there, told him I wanted industrial piercing. It was $50 where I live in Florida. And yeah, so I went in the little room and I sat and waited, and he just put the little dots on my ear and lined it up and stuff and kind of told me that he wanted to give me a larger bar than he would normally give people just to accommodate for swelling. So I'm like, okay, you're a pro, you know what you're doing. So then I asked him which hole he was going to start at, just out of curiosity, because I was hoping he was going to start out at the top one just to get the top one over with. And he actually ended up going and starting from the top and going to the bottom. And a lot of people, whenever I see this, they either like cringe or like they're like, oh, like how bad did it hurt? And I honestly believe that depends on individual pain tolerance, because I would say out of everything that I've gotten, which I don't have a lot of stuff, I just have these for my nose and then my lobe and this one, but I would say, honestly, I would honestly say that my nose hurt the most, but I also got my nose pierced when I was 16, which was a couple years ago, and that was my first, like, piercing in a tattoo shop, so I might have been more nervous because of that, but then again, hey, it might have actually hurt worse. As far as my industrial piercing goes, he did actually start out at the top hole, which I was very thankful for. Not that it really matters, but it was just nice. And to be completely honest, when he got to the second hole, I don't even think I really felt it. I don't really even remember it. But I don't think it was that bad. On a scale from 1 to 10, I have 2 tattoos, one on my ribs and kind of in my armpit. That kind of goes on the length of my side. And then I just have a small one on my upper shoulder blade. And I would say that, obviously, my side tattoo probably hurt the most out of anything I've gotten, but my scaffold, I'd probably say, would be I would say a 4 out of 10. Maybe my nose being a 5. Nothing that's unbearable or that I would never do again. I would totally do it again if I had to, without a doubt. But yeah, I'd probably say it's around a 4. For healing, the guy, when I walked into my piercer's shop, who I've gotten pierced from before, I told him, I'm like, Justin, like, I know what I'm getting, I know how to take care of it, blah, blah, blah. So when it came done for him to give me information when it was over, he didn't explain anything to me because he knew that I already knew how to take care of it. So basically, I would just use the regular saline solution that can be purchased either at a tattoo shop or at your local, like, drugstore in a first aid aisle. Or I would use pure sea salt soaks. And what I mean by sea salt soak is, for my ear, if I have to clean it with a sea salt soak, I could either get the solution that you can create, which is hot water and pure sea salt, or you can get it on just a little cotton ball and soak the cotton ball and let it sit on your ear. Or what you can also do, which looks a little funny, but it's okay, you just fill up a cup of hot water, warm, not hot, and then you get a tablespoon of pure sea salt per half a cup, and mix it around and put it on your ear and sit like this. So it's sitting on your ear and soaking on every part and every wound entrance and exit. Or if you want, you can get witch hazel, which is an astringent and will pull impurities out of piercings and really anything that's like a wound. And I feel like I've gotten a couple keloids with this. I've had it about 2.5 months now. And you will get, I mean, some people I'm sure don't get keloids, but it's really common to get them. It's just irritation. From your hair snagging on it, or if you bump into it, or you brush it, or really anything, any sensitivity can cause it to get a keloid, and they can be taken care of if cared for properly. So I would say that's all I have to say for care. But for aftercare as far as pain, whenever you get it done, I would suggest if you're a female, if you have longer hair, I don't really have longer hair, but like it's not short up to here, I would definitely suggest putting your hair up for the first week so it doesn't get caught in your industrial and it won't be pulling on it and tugging on it when it's fresh. You're not going to be able to sleep on your left side for, I would say, at least a month, but I've kind of gotten around it to where I can sleep on it. What I do is I'll put my arm up and I'll kind of lay on my temple, or I'll like hold my hands right here to where I'm sleeping on my temple and it doesn't touch my ear, but I can't physically lay on my ear whatsoever. And I've probably got, I think I got it 2.5 months ago, so I think it's like 9 or 10 weeks from my Instagram or whenever I posted it. But yeah, so still can't sleep on it. I don't intend on sleeping on it just because I don't want to aggravate it. If you're somebody who sleeps on your side a lot and the side that you want to get it done on, I would either A, start sleeping on your back, or just get it on a different side where you don't sleep on religiously. And if there's anything else I have to cover, I don't think so. If you guys have any questions or any concerns, if you're going to go get your scaffold done, if you're scared about pain or you're scared about anything like that, don't be. It's not that bad once you get it done. I mean, I feel like with any body modification, honestly, that has to do with pain, which is pretty much all of them. But get it. You're going to love it. It's not as bad as you think it is. And yeah, if you want it, I can't tell you enough to go get it, but I would definitely go get it if you're considering it. But yeah, so if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave it down below, and I would totally love to answer any and all of them. When I was going to get mine done, I was really, really nervous and really, like, stressed out about it. But it ended up all being worth it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.